everybody! It's Kita from the Waifu Girls. Are you ready for the T-Ray show? I love watching the T-Ray show with my girlfriends. It's where we get all our crypto news. If you like Alpha, you will love the Alpha drops on the show.
There it is. Where'd you go, Ray?
Hey, I'm back in, man. That is Akita. That's a
You
good.
you you jumped out on us. What happened? I thought you were going to give up on the show.
No. We were button battling, man. We were button battling. But yes, there's Kita, right?
That's Gita.
Yeah, man. No, that's awesome. How you doing, man?
I'm
How you
doing
doing
all
on
right.
this
How are you?
wonderful Thursday? Yeah,
Oh, very excited for the weekend coming up. That's
it
all.
is. It's cool and it's nice weather, man. I mean, not for everywhere. Big
It's
craziness
cool
before.
around here. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, had craziness
Definitely,
before.
definitely fall now. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, at least we didn't have hurricanes, but yeah, Florida was
that's
craziness.
right. Our thoughts and prayers and good wishes and well wishes to everybody that's down there in Florida struggling with all that's going on. There's some couple places looks like they got hit pretty hard.
Oh yeah.
So
Look at that.
good luck with that. Um, yeah,
Three.
there you have it. 5 minutes to go. You better get in there because there's deals and steals happening all over the place.
Three princess queens.
Three. It's a trio.
It's a trio.
The
That's right.
triplets.
That's nice. I got him. I got him up too here. Let's go through some comments. George, yes. How you doing? Keep it coming. Thank you. Thank you. Charmed. That's what I'm saying. It is nice. Nice three crowned princesses. Hello, hello. Yes, it is a nice royal court here. Absolute start the music. That's it. We switched it up on you, George. It's all good. We did a little Kita intro. That's it. All good stuff. Thank you, though. Yes, that's right. That's absolutely correct. My crypto adventures. So you got it.
Yes.
Ukraine. Look at that.
Ukraine. That's right. You want to read it or you want me to read it?
Either or, I got it too. I mean, I was going to show you, but go ahead, you read it because I was going to show you. There's some other things going on with the crypto swarm over there. But go ahead. Yeah, you got it.
All right. The world's first constitution was drafted and introduced in 1710 by the Ukrainian hitman, I don't know, Philip Orlik. The document was aimed at introducing the separation of powers and outlining the rights and responsibilities of both citizens and the government. Home to the deepest metro station in the world, Asinlana station in, I can't, not
That's
even
all
get
right.
started
Yeah,
with that one.
it's a rough one.
With that Borovskoye line, located in the capital city of Kiev, opened in November of 1960 and has a depth of 105.5 meters, 346 feet below the surface.
Wow.
And this is also where the gas lamp was invented by two pharmacists there, Jan and Zay, in 1853 in a store called At the Golden Star.
Oh, that's nice. Lamps.
Yes, the gas lamp.
That's pretty neat, man.
Very
Go
cool.
Ukraine.
Oman.
Yeah.
You want to take this one? Or you want me to get it?
No, you go for it, man.
Officially, the Sultanate of Oman is the Arabian country where a monarchy is considered to be the pearl of Arabia, home of the best shipbuilders. Owing its geography, shipbuilding is one of Oman's main sources of income. It's an art they have perfected over hundreds of years, and the Omani people are now globally known as the epitome of perfect shipbuilders and repairs.
Wow.
Shipbuilds and repairs. It's believed that the humans have been living in Oman for over 100,000 years,
Woo.
making it the oldest inhabited countries in the world.
Wow. That's something.
Very cool for Oman.
Yeah.
Let's just double check. We got 2 minutes.
We
2
got
minutes to go. I'm
Panama.
going to throw this one out. It deserves more time, but the capital, Panama City, is the only capital in the world with a rainforest. Due to Panama's geographical location, you can swim in both the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans on the same day.
Amazing.
And the first Latin American country to adopt the U.S. currency as its own in 1904. Its other currency is the Panamanian Balboa.
Balboa.
Yes.
Adrian. Yeah, that's
There
awesome.
it is.
And of course,
Just under 2
Panama
minutes.
Canal. That's why you can go on both the Pacific and the Atlantic. That's cool, man.
Yes, very
Wow.
cool. Until somebody tries to make a left turn in the middle of the canal.
That's right. It did. It just locked everybody up. They had traffic jam, man. Tim, that was a rough
I
one.
think that was the beginning of the supply chain problems.
That's right. That'll do it every
Yeah.
time. You close one of the locks down. That'll do it every day.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Who's the most famous Panamanian?
Mhm.
You don't know?
Maybe no, I don't.
The number one closer in baseball.
Oh, what's him? Who's that? Baseball? Okay, I don't know baseball.
The Yankees
Yeah, Rod Rick-
closer,
Yeah, I don't know.
number 42.
It doesn't help me, man. I don't know.
Not helping you at all.
No.
Oh, that's terrible because I forget his name now.
You're building it up, but he's number one closer for the Yankees, huh?
Yes, and it's terrible. I have a picture of me and him around here somewhere, and I can't remember. Oh my gosh, he's a legend. Mariano Rivera.
Rivera. Okay, there you go. Mariano. Yeah, as soon as you started saying the Mariano, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I knew it was good, but yeah, I met him, and he lived in New Rochelle, my hometown, for a long time.
Yeah,
20 seconds to go, fast gas, people.
You got 18 seconds.
Yeah. All right, I don't want to miss today. Missed it last night.
Yeah, that's it, man. But that's good. Good prices on the little princesses.
Yep. 665, 3,500, 665, 4,500 for Panama. Let's see if that ticks up.
Panama is yeah.
Where are they? 31, 31.
Oh, that's it. That's
Ukraine popped up to 7,500.
Wow. Yeah.
Nice for Ukraine. Somebody wants to help out over there.
That is good. Good stuff. Ukraine outdid Panama. Wow.
Well, that's because they have all that American money to change into crypto.
That's true. There you go. That's right. That's it. They got some support over there. That's cool. But yeah, one more after this. Yeah, I know you go through a minute, but that's it is good price. Oman too. Huh.
Yes.
Excellent.
Good stuff. What do you got, Ray?
I got some stuff. Like I said, you want to wait till you refresh, and then I was going to show you some. I got some talking about Facebook and Instagram. They're doing some stuff. Obviously, Facebook is Meta doing their thing, and then some music, and then we're going to end it up with some games, man. Some video games. There's some real stuff happening over here. Look at that.
I like it. Let's see how they turned out. 7,500. Very nice. Here they come. Usually they show the empowerment bees. That didn't happen today.
Yeah, it didn't. It's all good.
Huh.
That's it, though. That's a wrap.
That looks like the wrap. 4,500 for them. 7,500 for Ukraine.
Strong for the Ukraine.
Nice job, princesses.
So you want me to share, or you had some stuff too? I know you had.
I do have two more, but I don't know if you want to jump in there. Let's see. This one. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is an article on Medium. The transformation of Africa into a Web3 powerhouse. Some of these numbers are just mind-blowing here. Tech Cabal's end-of-year report shows that the total VC funding in Africa increased by 150%, totaling $1.5 billion, raised by 100 startups in 14 different countries. There's an Africa DAO. I'm going to go through this a little bit fast because it's a great article. I'll make sure that I put the link. Let me go grab this and put it up so we can share with everybody.
Yeah, read it. It's incredible. That's what we've been, kind of talking about these past years. Even there's bees that live over there in Kenya, and they just been talking about the M-Pesa and all that. That's crazy. So good for them. This is going to be a real shift in economic things across the world, man. It's cool.
This one says Africa's peer-to-peer trading volume grew 75% in July of 2022. It did mention M-Pesa down here, but the Nigerian Stock Exchange announced a plan to blockchain-powered platform geared toward younger investors. The Democratic Republic of Congo is opening oil and gas licensing auctions to crypto and carbon firms, which are expected to keep fossil fuels in the ground and sell preservation-based carbon credits instead. So that's cool. And then Where's the other one? I was looking for that M-Pesa. Supportive regulatory environment, right? So the South African Reserve Bank recently advised banks not to cut off crypto asset providers, and it indicates a shift towards crypto-friendly regulatory environment.
Oh wow.
So they're very friendly towards that. And then they have a hackathon, so they're all very much encouraging the cryptocurrency and all the people that are developers there to form a gateway of digital economy. The Nigerian government released new rules for virtual technologies and a fundamental shift to approach towards cryptocurrency after last year's ban. So they lifted the ban.
Yep.
And then crypto adoption in Africa has grown 12 times, 12x in the past year, and yet interest in cryptocurrency among young Africans is showing no sign of slowing down.
Yep.
And the front line of the revolution, startups and governments and industry participants such as Jambo and the Africa DAO are working together to bootstrap the continent's next batch of Web3 unicorns.
Yeah, man.
So they're all about it there. That's a great article. And there, I put the link in the chat right there so anybody can find it. Great article if you're looking for more information on that. But Africa is being very crypto friendly.
Yeah.
This other one is this one's really long. So I'm going to only breeze over this one because it also has to deal with it's more if it applied to today, if NFTs and the metaverse, if the taxes were applied to it today.
Oh.
So there's just so many different calculations that they could put on it. Right now, there's no regulations, right? That's why everybody's like, oh, it's going to go to nothing. The regulations will wipe it all out. So, but here, NFTs are now used to serve court documents. So there's been decisions that are coming down using court documents. But one of the more exciting things in this, and it's a big long article, it's a great article on Cointelegraph, but security regulations, variety of cryptocurrency coins and tokens began to appear in 2011 as alternatives to Bitcoin, and so now there's hundreds of millions of dollars being raised in an entirely new way. So that's why they're saying all these taxes and places, ICOs and regulations that could pop up at any time, and what laws are going to go through the metaverse, the ethical dilemmas plaguing technology. A large part of the regulatory analysis on whether a token might be a security has to do with how it's advertised and promoted. So we know that there's some that have utility, some that don't, some that's artwork, some that's staked. So there's so many different variations. Here's one company called Liquid Earth that's making an NFT out of your house so that you could trade that easily. And we all know that there's different regulations and laws on lending and how towns do transfer taxes and everything like this. If you put it in an NFT and it trades, there's a lot of laws that have to follow that around. So I found that very interesting.
Yeah.
There are variations of the NFTs that will struggle to pass the Howey test. Fractionalized NFTs, where is a lead role that played in a marketplace or exchange, will likely be more formally regulated by the Security Exchange Commission. Now, we know that they classified Bitcoin as a commodity, but then wanted to put the rest of the category, NFTs, cryptos, and all that stuff into the Security Exchange Commissions.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing. And then, but one of the interesting facts, they were like, developers can code faster than regulators can regulate.
Yeah.
I like that one. So they'll just change how things work when they know that what plans are coming out.
Yeah, what's coming? Because that's what I was just reading too. Like there was Mr. Wonderful, the guy from the Shark Tank. Yeah. So Kevin O'Leary. Yeah, Kevin O'Leary. He was invested in an exchange up in Canada, because that's the one that we were listening to that was saying that there's regulations and there's proposals and bills all ready to go, right? He just wants some guardrails on either stable tokens or just something to start. But he was saying that's why he got into that one in Canada, because it was like a little tester, right? He's like, this is a first world country. They're always talking to the U.S. and the SEC over here. So they tried it out over here, and now that it's done so well, where it had Bitcoin ETFs, had all this stuff in there, right? That did well in Canada. Now he's using that same model and going all around the world to different countries, right? And said, hey, we did it with Canada. Start doing something like this. Start writing regulations and bills in your country. And he's going all around doing this stuff. So you can see, that's why he's in there. That's why he knew. The U.S. is obviously, that in what's going on in Canada and kind of, got their little hand in there. So it's here, man.
It's coming, and like you said, people want it so that they know how to play by the rules.
Yes.
This is a great article. I'm going to put this one in the comments as well, so that if anybody wants to follow up on this. But it's really just laying out how complex it is, how many different variations there are, and why. And I think we mentioned it on the show itself that it could probably do with its own regulatory environment and not try and plug it into whether it's commodities or securities exchanges. Why don't you just start a crypto exchange so that they can manage this on their own and not have to fit it into the other products that have been around forever? I mean, this is a new technology. And just by this statement alone, the last one up here is that developers can code faster than regulators can regulate. Just by that saying right there, you need guys who are, semi-coders or have coders on the team that can see what's coming or watch what's happening in the market and be able to move with it, where commodity markets and the SEC with the securities exchanges, they've got enough on their plate already. So to add this, which is such a new market and such a dynamic market which can change, they're going to need help. But this just shows the multi-levels of what goes on there.
Absolutely.
So that's that one. My Crypto Adventures praying too. I have family there in Tampa. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Missed them. Yes.
But,
all right. So that's this is a funny one. This is what we have to do for FOMO. I'm going to show you this one. This is when FOMO is watching the new NFTs come out.
He ran past it, closed her eyes. That's it.
Just
there you go.
And just walk away.
Yeah. That's the FOMO. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, FOMO.
Just don't even look. Just don't even look.
That's funny. So, but yeah, I got some
stuff. I was like, yeah.
Let me jump over here. Yep. Well, I'm gonna first. I was ready. Had some Panama stuff here, but everybody kind of needs to dial in to Crypto Swarm, right? They've been tweeting stuff over here, right, where you should kind of pay attention. It's got the little guy looking, and then they just did one 52 minutes ago. All right, an explosion has been reported inside the SBU laboratory, creating an unknown vortex. Will something come out? Should we go inside? Ooh, so take a look. Like I said, make sure you're going to dial back in and see what's going on. But they're tweeting some stuff, going down some vortex. So, give it a like and share and spread it around. Some people maybe not always on Twitter, right? So check it out. Good stuff, man.
It looks good. It looks more like a lemon. We're going to make lemonade than a hive. I don't know, but
going down a vortex, a lemony snickerdoodle vortex. It's good. So this is something to start off and just talking about a lack of qualified people without more Web3 education. So this is, it's just talking about a blockchain academy. This is mainly in Australia, right? I think it's either, let me make sure it's Austria or Australian.
Okay.
But that's what they're, there's a very few, and that's what they're saying, very few qualified people in blockchain industry, but there is a huge demand for qualified people. This is what people, and especially young folks, need to start looking into, because now there's all kinds of where you can get an education in college, and this is what it's talking about, and an industry commanding $300,000 plus incentives. Okay, so you got, obviously you can't force people that don't like either coding or things like that or what all this is. But this is a wide space, and it's a big space. That's just what Tim was talking about. How huge this is, right? So it is interesting that there's quite a lack, and that is what is this article's talking about. The Berg firmly believes that students need to leave year 12 with an understanding of the changing nature of the economy and the technologies that will affect it. One of those is blockchain, right? This is going to change the way finance is done. This is going to change how all transactions will be on the blockchain. That isn't me guessing. That's what is happening. The way we've studied before, the way the internet changed data and media, right, is the same way that this is all going to be transactionals is going to be on the blockchain. All forms of value is going to be changed and transacted on the blockchains. That is what's going to happen. That's not some kind of wild prediction. That's what blockchain, that's what it's all going to do. So it would behoove anybody, a young folk, anybody, I mean, even any age, 40 years old, start to look into this because, people are not. This is all talking about a personal experience he had talking to a primary school principal who asked a sixth grade class, who here knows what an NFT is? Which was followed by half the class putting their hands up before learning that 6 students had already bought NFTs. So the young ones, sixth graders, right?
Mhm.
Sixth graders got an idea, but most of the rest of the world, they don't.
Yeah.
So, that's what's going on here. But, check it out. There's, like I said, you read this one, and this is on Cointelegraph too. There are a lot of places that are starting to, have these courses where you can take and learn. But the greatest thing is that's what we've been doing here for 2 years. This has
Yes.
been a quite the immersive experience learning what all this is about. And that's what they're saying is seriously lacking. I forget where it talks about here but it's to understand what what all it is in there, right? It's not just blockchain. Look at we talk about moderating and doing things on Discord, community management, right? that's not
Mhm.
especially online, virtually, right? There's a lot of things where but that's what it's talking about here, a blockchain master's degree. How people help people getting into the metaverse. There's all kinds of jobs that we don't even know are about to start existing that wasn't before. So it's just wild.
Well,
Another
I'm going to add to that, Ray. I'm going to give you a
yeah
little bit of alpha.
yeah
Is that I am writing right now a educational piece for NFTs that will be published on Udemy.
oh
Udemy.
Udemy.
That will be out in time for Black Friday.
All
People
right.
that want to get a little education done. Yeah, we're recording a few videos in the next 2 weeks, and then we'll be editing it up. But all about a little bit about crypto, but mostly about NFTs and all the potential that they have. But I'm co-writing that with a good friend of mine, and it'll be out for the second week of November.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Very
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I like that. It's amazing. Even like things like the DAO and how they operate. Because when I went to that event where I showed when you meet Tebow and all those and all
Yep.
the those folks like that. Yeah, not any clue, man. And there was this one lady. She literally is like high up in Microsoft. She obviously heard of DAOs and things like that, but they
Mhm.
didn't know. They didn't have a good deep understanding. Of course, that's not their what they're into, but. Yeah, man. I mean, just knowing what how all this operates over here.
Yep.
What a huge head start we have in things, man. But this is another thing. Facebook and Instagram users in the U.S. can now share their Ethereum, Flow, and Polygon NFTs. So on there, I mean, obviously we know Meta, Facebook, is all big into that. And this is their tweet. And I jumped over there because this is what they were talking about. Their tweet. This is the Meta newsroom, Tim. The Meta
Mhm.
newsroom. Meta, pretty big company, right? We talk about this stuff, and it's just funny. I'm doing the judge and jury here, but 81 likes, Tim.
Nice.
81 likes, and it was tweeted at 10 a.m. So
They got 4 billion people on there.
4 million people. But I'm just saying, you look at this stuff. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
But yes, that's something that they're adding to their platforms, and yeah, you can go and start putting your stuff out through those things. But yeah, I think that wasn't that, but 231,000 followers. But funny, just saying. I
Only
like
only a 250,000 followers for the Meta newsroom. That
that's
seems
it, man.
a little light. You'd
Right.
figure they would push that a little bit.
A little light. That's all right. But that's what I mean. Be encouraged, everybody. What's what we're doing, and where we're at, really. Warner Music Group launches partnership with OpenSea. So NFT label pass is what they're doing, where you can go over now and OpenSea, and you got a conglomerate over here that counts Cardi B, Madonna, Dua Lipa, and some of these, man. I'm old school now, right? But yeah, there's some big names, and they're expansion into Web3, and it's starting to really accelerate, especially the artists, right? So that's kind of wild, man. And again, we were talking about that with another one yesterday. All kinds of this stuff going on. But I'm gonna play this, and it's funny just because it does a lot of the stuff that we kind of make fun of. Remember, like with the Good Morning America, what's the internet? Here you go. Right, this is what it's saying. The internet is a fad. But yeah, that's Warner Warner Labels is kind of doing their thing. It's they're partnering up with OpenSea. Very cool, man.
I have to tell you, Ray, I have to add this one in a little bit more banter for you.
Yeah,
But the this happened just last weekend, I believe it was, talking with my girls and stuff, and we're razzing one of them, and we were like, "Oh, you're such a prima donna. You're such a prima donna. I can't believe whatever." And she stopped and said, what does that have to do? What does this have to do anything with Madonna? So she just didn't understand that prima donna meant somebody who's so fancy and special.
right.
We were calling her out for being it, and she goes, "What does anything have to do with Madonna? We're not talking about music." She just
Before
didn't know.
Madonna, it was
She goes,
before.
what does this have to do with before Madonna? I was like, no, it didn't. She didn't get it. But
That's
I
funny.
saw that Cardi B and Madonna are on that label, and it just kicked that one back up for me. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. And that's hilarious because it even goes along with this because again, how people don't really know what NFTs are. It's great that in the NFT space people get IP ownership. Fall told Dick Crypt, but if you don't know what to do with it, it's pretty useless, right? People don't know that you really own these assets. You own it, right? And that's the kind of the big hurdle because again, all people do is see that, and it's hard for them to make that leap of okay, I could copy this JPEG anywhere or this audio anywhere. Where again, they just are not understanding, and it's hard. It's hard to understand because we've been so used to, kind of what all those been going on anyway. This plagiarism and people, kind of like Napster at the beginning when everybody was just taking people's music. Yeah, man, it's crazy how this shift. It's really going to be a big deal, man. It's very cool.
Yes.
This is another one, and this is more just shifting into games because there's a lot of cool stuff, and I just want to kind of just show you that these are just the past month. These are two, and it just happened, right? This is the first time a lot of this where you see the creators of Fortnite and those are on these type of platforms in the same realm, right? But this is Web3 gaming. Solana NFT game Star Atlas launches playable demo on Epic Games Store. And that is Epic Games. Epic Games is things like I said, Fortnite. But this one is like how we've been seeing some of these pixelated games. This is not that, right? This is a very very high graphic, very amazing stuff here. And the ships and things like that. I'm going to show. Like I think it's down here a little further where you can build it. Hold on, there it is. There it goes. And just think like some of these are pieces of the NFTs that you put together and build this stuff out. But this is what you're talking about. Think of as you're playing in this game and you have this amazing ship and it's just getting stronger and stronger. you can come back later and sell this thing
Right.
that you made.
Looks cool. I don't see the turbo thrusters, Ray.
Yeah. They got different ones, man. This is like there's 4. I like this one. It looks like I got a big gun on the front.
Yep. That one looks like it comes apart.
Yeah. See that's the one I would want. I'd build that one. But even this one, it's the medic. But it's cool, man. Where all this is going.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the first 4
Yeah, they are.
that you can get around on here.
Nice.
Yeah, but just in general, that's just like I said, just imagine, these are NFTs and you're putting them together and building them out, and then being able to go back after. Maybe you get tired of the game after 2 years, right? It's like I said, my daughter with her Fortnite, she doesn't even play it no more. Used to play it all the time. But now all those assets that she's, built in there, they're just going to sit there, right? Got nothing for it. Imagine this, you come back and now everything that you made, built, the skins, the engines, all that stuff, now you can go and sell it. That's pretty amazing, right?
I think I mentioned before on the show that my son plays Madden.
Yeah.
And he put a team together and he plays that team, and it's won so many games or whatever. It's got a reputation, and he sold that team, and for like $60 or something like that. And then he went out and got the next Madden game where he had to build a new team and whatever. But people were playing whatever 2020 game, and he sold that to get the 2021 Madden. And I thought that was crazy. I'm like, why wouldn't somebody just buy the 2021? Like, it's because they like playing the 2020 game.
Sure.
And they don't have to build the team. He took the time to build that team and get after it. So it was pretty cool.
Well, just imagine now, getting to 2022, and you can take that team and bring them over here, or trade them or upgrade them for the other players. That's the other amazing thing that's starting to happen, where you can bring the assets into other games. That's again amazing, right? This is on a whole nother level. I was thinking that because I've always been I tried to build a game myself, and I was always thinking of the way you acted in the game, right? Especially I'm a first person shooter type, so you can either be evil or you can be good and try to help people, right? But imagine that carrying over to other games, right? Where you're just this bad guy, right? You're just around, kind of robbing everybody. Well, that moves over to the next game, right? It would change even the way their actions are, right? It's kind of weird, but it's how all this is going. It's very cool. Here's another one. The Fortnite creators Epic Games Store launches first NFT game, right? And again, this one's called Blankos. And this is another one that you can take a look at. I pulled up the website, and I'm like I said, I'm going to go over it a little bit because again, it's interesting. We're not endorsing it, we're not promoting it. Just saying this is the first one in Epic Game Store that is a Web3 title, right? It's becoming the first Web3 title published on the popular PC gaming marketplace. So again, this is how early you are. This is the first Web3 game. Okay, so. I'm going to even go into their Twitter, but check it out. Again, it's just neat, colorful. It's not much of, anything. You're kind of just going around, doing obstacle courses. It looks like, but just cool how they're doing stuff.
Hot dogging it.
Hot dog shoot. Look, there he goes. He's going in the portal.
The vortex.
Look, my man got a gun. He got a. Yeah, but just racing your buddies through an obstacle course
Yeah.
looks cool, man. But this is, like I said, this is blankos.com. You can literally, play it now. And then, like I said, you go over, let me see, there it is, the marketplace. You can go over to the marketplace and you can literally see, and purchase your little player, do all kinds of things. There are other things in the marketplace, the accessories. And it's just, like I said, this is where we're at, man. And it seems a little bit it's different than Axie Infinity, but this is again about, looks like racing. Look at this Joker, man. Look at this.
Yeah.
$145,000.
No. Is that what that says?
That's what it says, man. $145,000.
Is that in some different crypto, or is that in American fiat?
I don't know. I'm just looking. I just saw it. I didn't see it before, but my man is $145,000, man. Look, yeah, there it is. Here, before, this was 5 of 13. This was 5 million 11 months ago. So it lost a little value. Here, let me click on here. Oh, you can't. Let me see. I'm trying to see if. So yeah, buy now, right there. 145 grand for Billy Six Bones. I guess you'd be a boss man. You'd be a baller up in there if you got this guy.
Is that because Billy's number 3 of 13?
Billy is number. There's only 13 of 18 minted. That's it. So there's still some left. You can get one. Pick one up if you want, Tim.
Wow.
But wow is right. I just saw that anyway. So
that's crazy.
El Cha, Texas. He's 180, right? But you can buy him 190. But see, this is 3,200. I am rare. I mean, he's telling you. So keep an eye out for Billy Six Bones.
Billy Six Bones. He's a baller.
He is a baller, man. He's no joke. But yeah, they got him. That's why he's on the obviously on the screen. That's it's the head star. So Blankos, this is how you join the party, man.
Wow.
That is correct. But look, I mean, think of it, and I'm not, again, I wouldn't, whatever. I'm not giving financial advice. But yeah, if this is your guy, right? He's everywhere, right? He's the kind of the brand.
He's the leading man in that game. And if you owned him and had the IP rights and you wanted to start a cartoon with Billy Six Bones,
right?
It's all yours. How to make a unicorn cannon gun, you could do that. You could, and I bet he has superpowers. But it's kind of a social platform. Everybody's on it once, and you're just kind of doing these, like I said, these obstacle courses and racing your friends, man, and people you don't know. But that's what this is all about. And again, you're just starting to see this. And look, you even get to build your own levels. So you get to design and you share your own custom, just like Fortnite. I mean, that's what they can do in there too. But this one where now the assets and the things that you're building are able to be resold. That's the huge jump and the big leap. Because, if you're in this marketplace, let me go back to the marketplace, right? And you're over here and you want to sell something, you list it in here. Right. Yeah. You made some, like this cannon, right? You made this cannon, you go over to this marketplace and then you list it. That's the big leap, and that's the big idea. The other thing, again, went to their Twitter, again, it looks cool. There's 38,000 followers, but you go down and you got 4 likes. 4 likes.
Yeah. You're just starting out, man. 5 hours ago, 14. Right, just kind of looking at this stuff.
This just opened.
Yeah,
you said it's been around for months.
No, well, that's not what it said over here. It's of course it just launched, but they've been building, man. It doesn't,
they've been playing that game for a while.
Well, the 2020 launching an open beta in 2020, right?
Right.
And the company said in June this year that Blankos had amassed more than 1 million total users, right?
And then how old is the Twitter account?
Let's see. 2018.
Wow,
Yep.
that's tough. A million users, and Billy Sixbones is worth
Right.
$143,000.
Right,
Billy's
but
got to get over
it
there
is
and start
also to
tweeting.
say it is also to say that this area right that we're all in is still tight, man.
Yes.
You hear all that, and like I said, we've looked at all the Twitter stuff and how people, same thing with YouTube and all that stuff, how they fiddle with the numbers. That's how, where you could see again how exciting and how, this isn't going to explode, man. Once
Yeah.
everybody, because again, that's why I keep talking about the CBDCs, all of the news. Again, imagine all of this news a year and a half ago when everything was
Right.
pumping. It's bonkers, man.
Yeah.
Right? But this big crunch from everything, from macroeconomics, from the whole world just being in chaos, right? I mean, of course, but again, I think that's the whole point, Tim, is this has to happen the way it is, right? Because it's going to transfer over to this. That's what it is, man. I mean, you're going to see money and the monetary system finally be upgraded. It's never been upgraded ever in the history of the world, right? Everybody always used gold, always used this. You're about to see an upgrade to money and to financial things. And that allows, like you just talked about at the beginning, allows continents like Africa to completely shift and
Yeah.
become this economic powerhouse. That's amazing. I was listening to the new prime minister of Italy, and hearing her of when she was getting a little kickback, she was kicking back to France, Macron, and what he was saying about her. Well, she said, you know what? I don't need to take any kind of lip from you or whatever you're saying, because of what you all did to Africa and other African nations, right? And even to hearing her what she was talking about Gaddafi and how he was trying to help to instead of all the resources being taken from Africa and the mining and all that stuff that was done there,
Right.
Because they were stuck because they were under these other ones, these French banks and these other European banks, and they were stuck. And that's what the whole thing with Gaddafi of what he was doing, trying to help where he was going to put them back under a gold standard or something like that. This is wild, man, to hear all this stuff going on. I know I went off a tangent, but that's the amazing thing that's going on. You are going to see a shift in just economies. I mean, again, that's why I hope the U.S. snaps out of it. Of course, I think, that's what I'm saying. Their hands are in these things, testing it out in Canada and doing all this. But man, there's going to be shifts of where wealth is and where economies start, sprouting up that are very much powerhouses, man. And it is great to see things like Africa. Great, awesome. So I'm pumped, man, because this is just starting, man.
Yeah, we believe that the Web 2 revolution and cryptocurrencies are going to be, able to level the playing field, and that's the fair part about it all, is that after World War II and the U.S. Went off the gold standard and used the dollar to become the powerful world currency. Right now, that's being challenged, with the up and coming cryptos, because everyone on the planet can trade cryptos, and you can trade it on your phones, and you're going to find out that you can make moves with the cryptocurrency faster than you can with American dollars, and so we have to figure out how that's going to play into the future. So it's hard for countries in the middle of Africa to make deals and do stuff with American currency and all this kind of stuff that goes on. Well, crypto is going to change all that, and so it doesn't matter whether you're in the middle of Africa or in El Salvador or anywhere else. If you can get on the internet, which is becoming more and more widespread, that's going to level the playing field for everyone's financial requirements and needs.
Yeah,
and that's what's going to bring the poor out of poverty and be able to compete and level up with everyone else. And I know it's going to take a long time to do that, but when you can have one unit or a unit for whatever purpose there is, there'll be multiple units for whatever has to be done, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, or M2. There'll be different trades for different purposes, but everyone will have the opportunity, or should be able to have the opportunity to do that and trade with that stuff without, too much inhibitions,
Yeah.
or and be inhibited to do that. So yeah,
Yep.
it's going to be great.
Well, it is. That's why I was listening with the FOMO and Hatsack and NFT Sniper and Austin this morning and hearing, because it is the kind of stuff that we need to get back to talking to or talking about.
Yes.
It's not about all of what we're doing here and how to get rich quick and all that stuff. It's about, like I said, explaining to people what's about to happen, because and why would you need, what do you need a MetaMask for? And I heard Austin talking about, it's not about a 12 seed phrase and this is what. Don't get into. I mean, of course, that's important, right? All those knowing that, but what's the reason? Why do you need this? Because you're trying to get unlocked from this controlled system to where you are in full control of your assets. That's what we need to get back to talking about. And because again, it's coming down the pike. And Tim, like I said, we've been talking about it back and forth, and several others I've been talking about. Is you can see what these central bank digital currencies are going to do, man. And it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be good, right? They're going to do their thing, and they're not going to give you the same rate in exchange, right? The exchange rate is going to be 10 to 1, 20 to 1, right? For some one digital currency, they're going to ask you for $10, and that's it.
Right. Well, they're going to do the same thing they've always done, and that's they borrow. The banks borrowed from the Fed. The Fed makes up the rates. They control the whole system, right? The whole game.
Yep.
And that's what these cryptos. Change all that. And, when it's fair and balanced and equitable start, and everybody knows where it is and where it's going to be and how much is out there, there's no adding or taking away without anybody knowing what's going on. We all know they're not creating more than 21 million Bitcoins, and that's that. So, so there's no messing with it. There's no printing more dollars of more Bitcoins. There's no changing the rates. The rates are, whatever's out there. Market rate is market rate.
Yep. And that is the point too, Robin.
It's very exciting.
What she's talking, Meta is not a safe place. It's not. Yeah. That's all these. It's the same thing with the central bank stuff, the digital currencies with them. Meta, it's a centralized place. So yeah, I agree. It isn't safe. It's not the place you're going to want to be. But it's all more about us just talking about this adoption thing coming and moving forward. And yeah, that's funny. FOMO blindfold. We need some FOMO blindfolds. That would be a great nice merchandise right there. And it's a grapefruit. What's up, Scott? Good to see you. Yep. Are we expecting crypto hoax from the X? I don't know. Let's get in. Absolutely. And yes, can we bring I wish you could, Will. I had a good Madden team too. That was one of my favorite games. I used to love Madden. We used to have tournaments in the Army, in the barracks, and it was a little rowdy. So good call, Will. Yep. Good one, though.
Very good.
Yep.
All right, bud. Well, we'll do it again tomorrow night. Ooh, tomorrow night, I'm not going to be here.
Oh.
I forgot to tell you that. I have a board meeting for my charity organization.
Oh.
And I'll be out to dinner doing our stuff and getting ready for our fundraiser in December. That helps troubled kids. So I'll be off tomorrow night. It's all yours.
Right on, man. Yeah.
You should find yourself a co-host, maybe somebody like FOMO.
Yeah, FOMO or Sniper or somebody. Yeah, we'll banter back and forth, or it could be a short one. I could be up and close out the auction, and we'll be good to go.
Very good. Well, I'll be back on Saturday. I'm sure some fun stuff will happen over the weekend, but tomorrow night I'm going to have to bow out and leave it all to you.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Yep. Have fun, and that's awesome,
Yeah, it is always a good time, and it's exciting to talk about who we're going to give some scholarships to. So, yeah, it's going to be a good time. But I'll tell you all about it on Saturday.
Right-o. Sounds good.
That's it for,
I like it. Yep.
Very good.
Share.
Like, share, subscribe. I know what you're trying to say. See ya.
See you, man.